All right. Uh, okay, so we had to stop last time because I was really depressed about GDB bug that we hit. So, um, so I think what we need to do is now isolate that bug and just see maybe more of the nature of the bug, or try to identify, um, you know, just what exactly is going on. Uh, I feel like this is probably going to be a waste of time because I feel like it's going to be such a corner case anyway. We could just ignore it. Um, I don't want to spend too much time on it because I don't think it's an actual serious issue. But um, I don't know. If I can try to mitigate it in some way in Humbug, then I'll try to do that. Don't imagine there is anything that I can do about it other than patch GDB. So, um, let's see what we got. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to stop using... No, I do need to keep using Humbug because it only works with... It is a var creation issue. So let's see here. Actually, I do think there might be a way I can mitigate it. I don't know, let's see. Because I might be able to just every time I switch frames or threads, just delete all the transient variables, the floating variables, I should say. All right, so this is what we got going on here. We've got binary, we start, load, and then we do... If we go to... If we run to here, and we add a watch for test struct, you know, we get the things from it, that's fine, and then, you know, it should change because it'll be initialized here now. Okay, and now we step in here, and then we hit our crash. We're crashed now. Yeah. And that's because, and it's not that necessarily we're crashing. We're not hitting a bug in our Humbug, except for the fact that GDB dies, and Humbug doesn't handle that. So I guess, you know, you could say that we crashed, but okay. So let's try to change the code and see if we can figure out exactly what's going on here. Okay. So first off, I'm going to change it so that this is an external thing. Here. And we'll see if that still hits. We'll just see if it's the same variable, different name. Same variable name, different type. Let's see if that causes the problem. Also, I'm kind of wondering right now if I should work in a mechanism into HUMBUG to save to just save what we did last. I'm actually thinking that's probably a time saver. Yeah. Because like HUMBUG crashes and like I spend most of my time opening it up and then like setting the watches again and setting the breakpoints again. So so what if I just like exported the history, the console input history, and the watches and the breakpoints and the loading configuration every time it ran? Or every actually, I don't know when would be a good time to save. Maybe on a timeout. So another question is, should that exist as part of the GUI? Or should that exist as part of HUMBUG? Like, should HUMBUG, aside from the GUI, have this idea of saved breakpoints? I'm not sure. Let's run here and see. Because I haven't run it since I changed the code. Oh, sneezing again. Excuse me. Okay. So where am I at? This is not correct. Okay. So it just really didn't like. So it's still pointing to test struct 1. Okay, so that's a problem. This updated to the new type, but this did not. So we've got some bugs still. Okay, I cannot watch Alan. It's too distracting. Too distracted. Okay, no longer distracted. But Alan. I thought I could do both, but that is not the case. Maybe if I was less tired, I could do both. Okay, so we've got, what is this? So it's HB3. And its type is test struct. Okay. So let's scan forward for HB3. I'm going to put into the to-dos, the Trello to-dos, that we need state saving. And for crash and reload. Also, maybe handle GDB crashes. Hey, Dominic commented. Okay, I will read his comments later. There's too many things on the screen. All right, yeah, well, we'll have to address those. All right. Oh, he commented on RC. Hey, bud. Okay. I guess I should put a Twitter out if I want people to participate in washing. Oh, nice. Hey, Dominic. I'm good. A little bit sick. How are you? Just bring you up to speed. This is basically the build you had that went out last night. But yeah, I don't think I made any real changes. So the big change with that build was that we've got structs in the watch window now. And I also did some work to do some expanding and collapsing here. So we hit a bug in GDB where if GDB was actually crashing itself if I defined the struct inside of the function and had it shadowed with a same variable name from a previous frame that I had watched. So there's that bug that I want to investigate further. Also, the watch window is a little bit broken in the fact that it's not updating the child values when the base value changes. So that's something I need to look at. Also, with GDB crashing and not really having much control over that, and also the fact that like I'm just crashing, myself, like because I'm working on Humbug and I've got problems. I'm beginning to think that like right now would be a good time to just make it so that like the watch windows and the breakpoints and the run configuration and all that just save. And then like when you reload it up, it'll just see if something has been saved and then try to get you back into whatever state you just left as quickly as possible. And I could also like try to just handle GDB crashes. That's the actual crashes and try to like reattach. So I don't know. That could be quite involved, and I'm not sure if it's worth the time to do that right now, or maybe it would be worth the time because it would be a payoff. I'm not sure, but like right now, I'm going to handle this specific issue right here. I don't know. What should I do? Okay, what would be involved in that saving the state? So here let's look at saving the state here for a second. Coding. All right, so how do I? Oh, okay. I'm gonna make this so it's not like over everything. I think I just want to do new. All right, so I'm gonna draw my. I kind of wish I had like this copied here. Let me. Oh. I mean, it's the same line. I don't know why I have to copy it twice. All right, so let's delete that, and we'll delete that, and we'll delete that. All right, so right now, breakpoints are stored in GDB. So you know what? I'm overthinking this. Okay. I do this all the time. Like, sure. Let's just write a save state function. So, humbug, GUI. Let's just do a save state. So console input history is already done. Um, let's see here. Save state. So we've got breakpoints here. So if I like have some breakpoints here, it would be what? File and name, file and line number, and let's see here. Wait, what if I do like break main? So what is that third argument? Or that... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. What is the 23rd argument in breakpoints? Right here. Alright, so 23 I said. So I'm going to write that down here because I'm going to forget. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Original location. Okay. That's pretty good. I think that's exactly what we want to export. Okay. That's awesome. Alright, so that means that like if main changes line and we set a breakpoint on main, it'll still come back to the right. This value will change on reload, which is nice. Okay. So I think what that is like an L for each, HB, so B, HB, dot, breakpoints, and then to do save B original location. Okay. So we've got that. So also we have to save our watches. All right, so saving the actual, so we have a copy of the watches, which is pretty easy to export. That would just be L4 each. Here, what is it? Watches. Yeah. So watches expression. Okay, so that's all we would need to save for to get that first line. Now the problem is that we don't really have that expanded thing here. You know what? We could just export. We could just go crawl it and export it. That's what I think. That's a good idea. So, I think that will basically come down to okay, so how does this work? Goes through the watches and evaluates. It gets the expression by evaluating it. Okay. So we've got that, and then we have hold on. So distracted. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Let me gonna open this up here so we've got like don't have to switch back and forth as often. And watches. Okay, so here's that. All right, so it has to do. Oh man, watches. There you go. So, and then down here we're at save state. Okay. So I think this works recursively. So what does this do? Okay, so it gets the expression child. Okay, so we'll do that right here. Save state. Watched expression. Or I'm just going to do watch child. Okay. And then okay, and then we got so this is doing some logic where it only descends if it's expanded, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to always descend. Actually, no, that might cause a problem if there's like a recursive type of thing. Yeah. So let's only descend if we're expanded. All right, and so what we want to do is we want to save this user pointer here. Because that stores our expanded information. Bu- 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 bu. Then, of course, we want to descend. That's not important. I don't think any of that is important. Maybe. I mean, maybe we need some sort of like save state or something. I don't know. I mean, like, let's just worry about printing it out to the console or something at this point. So we want to save the expression. And then I think we also want to save okay. You want to save that. Alright, so we're going to save those two things. And then we're going to go through the children. And then we are going to save it's called HB item in this case. That probably needs to change, but whatever. You know what? We can... Yeah. Save state, watch child, watch expression. Yeah, this stuff is just going to exist up there. Yeah, this already handles that. We're doing it here. You save these two things, and then we're going to go through the children, and then call it for them. Okay. So all the child get touched by, all of the children get touched by this function. Yeah. So instead of, I want to do something with it, but I'm just going to do like printf to do save state breakpoint %s /n. All right, that covers that. Over here, save state, watch, and then we'll do HB item expression. And then to do save state, watch. Oh, well, actually, I guess we want to do %C maybe for the bool. I don't know what the things are. Okay. Oh, right. Yep. We have to do that. I do kind of want like this concept of like printf save state. Children. Right. That wasn't related to what we were doing. Save state. Right. No member named expression. Is it expression text? Print F. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Right, save state. Oh, right. Okay, so where are we at here? So if we do GUI save state, what do we get? Okay, so looking so good. Looking good so far with breakpoints. We've got... Oh man. Twitch is saying my connection's unstable. I'm dropping packets. What the crap? Alright, you're restarting stream.